Hello everyone, this is Professor Vincent Torre Bongolan. Ayan, so kung natatandaan po ninyo noong nakaraang taon, mga buwan po ng Mayo, marami po kasi yung nagdududa pa rin, no? At sinisisi yung Securities and Exchange Commission doon sa pagkakasara ng New Sitaw Corporation. So ang sinasabi kasi nung ilan sa mga sellers na naniniwala sa sitaw ay kasalanan daw ng SEC. Kaya daw dapat umaksyon na yung SEC doon sa apila ng New Sitaw Corporation. So ito na po yung desisyon ng SEC doon sa apila na i-file po ng New Sitaw Corporation sa kanila. Nung nagdesisyon po sila, nalaman po nila na yung apila po no ay hindi po sapat para ma-justify po yung ginagawa ng sitaw. At nito nga pong January 31 ay formal na pong nag-file ng criminal case ang Securities and Exchange Commission against New Sitaw Corporation. So basahin po natin, ito po ay legit at totoong galing po sa Securities and Exchange Commission. So mamaya-maya ay ipapakita ko rin sa inyo yung email po sa atin ng Securities and Exchange Commission at humihingi pa po sila ng karagdagang ebidensya na makapagpapatunay kung paano nga ba tayo niloko, paano nga ba tayo in-scam ng New Sitaw Corporation. So, kailangan kasi nila ito para doon sa case build-up para mas maging matibay po yung ebidensya nila. Yung ebidensya rin po natin against New Sitaw Corporation. Kaya kinakailangan po na magtulungan po tayo dito. No? Tapos na po yung pagbibigay ng time and opportunity sa sitaw. No? Binigyan na natin sila ng pagkakataon no? Nung nakaraang taon. Sabi nila, meron silang apela sa SEC. Tapos nagalit tayo sa SEC. Sabi natin sa SEC, mag-decide na kayo. Ang tagal ninyong mag-decide. So ito na nga po. Sumagot na yung SEC. Okay? So ngayon naman, ang steps na dapat nating gawin ay makipagtulungan na sa SEC, no? At patunayan natin, ipakita natin kung paano nga ba tayo na-scam ng sitaw. Okay? So ito po yung press release na inilabas po ng Securities and Exchange Commission. Okay, basahin ko na lamang po para doon sa mga kababayan po natin na bulag na naging seller po ng sitaw. Meron po akong mga kakilala po na seller po ng sitaw, investor po ng sitaw na isang PWD. So babasahin ko na lamang. Securities and Exchange Commission files criminal complaint against sitaw. The Securities and Exchange Commission has filed a criminal complaint against New Sitaw Corporation and Sitaw Information Technology OPC, Sitaw OPC, as well as its officers for soliciting investments from the public without the necessary license with the Commission. In a complaint filed before the Department of Justice on December 16, the Securities and Exchange Commission charged New Sitaw, Sitaw OPC, and its officers and agents with violation of Section 8.1 of Republic Act Number 8799 or the Securities Regulation Code SRC in relation to Rules 3.1.17 of its 2015 Implementing Rules and Regulations, Section 26.3 and 28 of the Securities and Regulations Code in relation to Section 6 of the Republic Act Number 10175 or the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, Section 11 in relation to Section 3-F of the Republic Act Number 11765 or the Financial Products and Services Consumer Protection Act, FCPA. The Securities and Exchange Commission also implicated New Sitaw Corporation officers and agents, namely Ana Rose Jangautero, Jonathan Tuazon Garcia, Danny Tuazon Sodaria, Lian Yi, Xiao Kaisheng, Dylan Lim, and Sitaw's OPC single stockholder Jason Coronio Clidoro. Okay? So the Securities and Exchange Commission Regulation Code prohibits the selling or offering of securities to the public without the requisite registration statement duly filed with the approved by the Securities and Exchange Commission. It also requires the issuer to secure a permit to sell securities and its agents to be registered with the Commission. Meanwhile, the Cybercrime Prevention Act raises by 1 degree higher the penalty imposed for a crime committed through information and communication technology. Complainants were filed with the Commission by the public who were supposedly enticed to invest in the Sitaw Group based on advertisement found on social media platforms such as Facebook and YouTube. These investors claim that they invested amounts ranging from 20,000 to 2.3 million due to an expectation of returns from the group. Upon investigation, the Sitaw Group was found to be offering securities in the form of investment contracts through its dropshipping e-commerce platform scheme. Under the scheme, the Sitaw Group entices potential investors to become an online seller on its platform with the requirements that they deposit money in order to process orders. The investors are promised with a profit ranging from 7% to 12% of the amount they invested. It also offers an affiliate program where existing investors or online sellers get a 3% referral commission. This scheme affirms that the deposited funds are in reality investment, since they are not limited to transactional payments directly tied to specific purchases. In fact, complainants demand for the return of their investment plus profits, the complainants read. So, ibig sabihin po nito, yung complainant po na nag-file sa SEC ay nagde-demand nagde-demand na makuha po yung pera natin kasama yung profit na ipinangako ng Sitaw Group, no? Yan po yung i-file po nating complaint against the New Sitaw Corporation. Mapanagot yung mga dapat mapanagot, makulong yung dapat makulong, at syempre mabawi po yung mga pera natin na itinakbo ng Sitaw. This mandatory funding of individual account requires of Sitaw's member online sellers is a device used by Sitaw to mask its offer or sale of unregistered securities and obtain investment from the public without having to secure requisite license from the commission, it added. The Sitaw Group's public offering and selling of investment contracts without license likewise constitutes fraud or deceit upon any person, which is prohibited under Section 26.3 of the Securities and Regulations Code. Earlier, on June 10, 2024, the Commission issued an order of revocation against the New Sitaw Corporation and Sitaw Information Technology OPC, revoking their certificates of registration for violations of Section 44 of the Republic Act No. 11232 or the Revised Corporation Code of the Philippines, Section 8.1, 26.1, and 28.1 of the Revised of the Securities and Regulations Code, Section 11 of the FCPA, PD number 1902A in relation to the Section 179 J of the RCC and Section 5.1 of the Securities and Regulations Code. So ito po yung decision po ng SEC doon sa i-file po ng Sitaw na apela, yung sinasabi po no na umapela daw po ang Sitaw sa kanila, and ito po yung decision nila. In a decision dated December 26, 2024, the Commission and Bank denied the memorandum of appeal of the foregoing order of revocation filed by the New Sitaw Corporation and Sitaw Information Technology for lack of merit. Ibig sabihin, wala pong basihan, wala pong substance yung apela na i-file po ng New Sitaw Corporation. So talaga pong ma-decline po yung kanilang apela against doon sa kanilang pinaglalaban. So ibig sabihin po clearly ay panloloko po ang ginawa ng Sitaw sa atin. Nagpretend po sila na sila ay dropshipping business, na sila po ay e-commerce business, na ang pera na ipinapasok natin is to process order, but in reality, yun po ay in a form of investment. So ibig sabihin, kunya-kunyari lamang po na nagpa-process tayo ng order where in fact, this is a investment. Okay? So thank you.